All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to a new video. Today, we are going to be talking about technical analysis on two different tickers today, based on the polls you guys chose on AMD and Facebook. We're going to start off with AMD right here. I do currently have a position in this right now, overnight swing calls, possibly even longer, depending on how the situation goes with this setup. So what I'm seeing right now is we've had a nice pullback from the peak right here back in March of 23rd. And ever since we've hit that 102.40 resistance, we have been having a slight pullback, a little bit of an extended pullback all the way back to the SMA 50, which is healthy, a healthy pullback because we were very overbought on all of the SMAs. We've been pretty far away from it. And usually when that happens, we do expect a pullback back to whatever moving average is closest, and that will be the 50 SMA. So currently, the 50 SMA is acting as support right now, which is that little blue line, SMA 50 at 88.20. So we had a golden crossing right here, that 50 and then 200 SMA, which is going to be right here in the circle. And we also have a nice trend line that established back in January at 23rd or January 6th. And then over here on March 13th, and now we are back at the same trend line again. And we also have upper trend line, which we're going to talk about in a second right here on the left side of the screen. On the 4-hour chart, we have a nice little trend line, trend down right here, and we have a nice uptrend, which is pretty much holding right here. So in my opinion, we are pulling back, healthy pullback, 50 SMA, first green candle in over a week. And we also have a nice reversal candle off the SMA 50 and a strong 89 demand zone support, or a previous resistance as support. So we're going to put 89 right here just to fix it real quick. So 89, SMA 50, and the trend line. 3 different levels of support right here are holding so far. Now, go on the 4-hour, it looks like we're getting pretty tight inside this triangle because of this trend line and this trend line. So I would say within tomorrow or next Monday, or tomorrow or Friday, we will see a bigger move ahead. We can either break out above this trend line and head towards 95, 96 again. That will be the breakout area. And then above that, we can start testing 99 and then 102.40 again. If not, we lose that SMA 50 at 89. We will start heading lower towards 85.60. Right now, I'm leaning towards bullish just because of how we've had a multi-factor support at 89, SMA 50 once again, trend line, and also the 89 demand zone. Now, on the 4-hour chart left side right here, we also have the bullish divergence making a higher low on the 4-hour chart. So each time you make a low right here, you're making a higher low, which is good because this is showing a sign of reversal possible right here on the RSI, based on the RSI. And I do rely off the RSI bullish divergence or bearish divergence a lot just because of how accurate it is. It works pretty well. I like it. So right now, AMD calls 2 to 4 weeks out would look good and be safer than weekly's 421 expiration would not work. Definitely go with the 428 or farther out. Now, if this 89 decides to hold, we can move back higher towards 91 and then 92.30, which is going to be my target for AMD to take profits. If we break out even bigger above this 93 area around the trend line, if we break out above this trend line, we can start heading towards 95. I'm sure I'm not going to hold it that long from right here at 89 just because we don't really trust the markets lately, but that's the plan right here. Once we start breaking out higher, I will enter another position and add more. Now, that's going to be AMD. Facebook will be next. This one is a little bit different. I have not done a put play in a long time, overnight especially. So let's go ahead and talk about this one real quick. So very simple. I have a different strategy that I use, which is called the moving average cloud. Pretty popular. It's going to be the 9 SMA or 34 and 50 for the hourly and the 4-hour, which is what I use. But if I'm using the 15-minute, it'll be different. But we're going to be using the hourly and 4-hour just because of I've used the 4 hours and the hourly based off the chart right here. And I found this setup on that time frame. So 1 hour flipped bullish. We are back below it. It's looking weak. It's selling off. You got a strong seller candle, especially on the daily chart. It's not look good. It's weak, very low volume. In the 4 hours, we just flipped bearish. So what we attempted to do today is that we tried to, we came down, we bounced, we tried to break back over this 34 and 50 SMA on the 4 hours. And at the end of, on the second candle of today, we got rejected right here. You can see how we have an inverted hammer that's bearish. And now we are selling off after hours down over $1. So right now we're looking good for downside. I do have puts on this as well. I am not a financial advisor, so please do not take my opinions into consideration unless you do your due diligence. This is just based off my opinion and my plays. I don't recommend doing everything exactly what I say. Listen to yourself, do your own due diligence. And yeah, so this is just based off me, my opinion, my chart, what I'm seeing, price action, all that. Here we go. Facebook, pulling back after hours, looking good for a first target at 212.50, which is going to be my profit target. I'm going to take half or maybe even 75% on my position right there at 212.50. And then if we do continue lower, we sell off more, we will have a good chance of testing 208 to 209, which will be my second profit target level. Daily chart, pretty weak. We also did hit this trend line, this upper trend line right here back in, that started a long time ago, back from the peak right here at 384. And we touched it right here. And then again, right here, very recently, just a few days ago, we touched it again. 1, 2, 3, rejected, we fall back. And we are on low volume right here. So looking pretty weak. Main bearish indicator for me was the 4 hour flipping bearish on the moving average cloud. And that will be my reasoning of my entry. Now, that'll be it for technical analysis. It's a pretty strange week, pretty slow, pretty quiet. Volume is very low. I'm sure it'll be picking up very soon. Yeah, so if you guys like this analysis, it helped you. Any questions you have, please let me know. I'll be happy to help you guys with any questions you have. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a great day. Let's make some money.